Hello everyone, it's your buddy Jayrassic, and I'm hoping that you are having the best day of your entire life today. And today is a great day, well, because I finally get a video out there, so I do apologize for not having following through with getting all the showcase animals out and so forth, videos like everyone else has, but you know, the community has been really good at covering it, so I'm pretty much just kind of recapping exactly what everyone else is seeing. And you know, I just want to say, again, I do apologize for not getting those videos out alongside with the other content that I try to promise to get out on a weekly basis. But, you know, life happens. It's just the way it is. This is a hobby. It's not a full-time deal. I don't get paid for this stuff. So keep that in mind as, you know, I do have to work a full-time job and also a part-time job, and still try and balance that with family life as well as my YouTube life. So moving along though, let's get right into it, or should I say dive right into the 1.9 Wetlands DLC. Now first off, we have the Capybara that just was the first one released, and I gotta say, hey, I am so relieved to see how they did this. I mean, a lot of people were complaining about the eyelids. I think Old Country was mentioning that someone was complaining about the eyelids of the Capybara and how that's going to prevent them from buying the game. I'm like, or the DLC. I'm like, wow. When I heard that, I just had to laugh a little bit. But if the eyelids are what's holding you back, to whoever said that, wow. Hey, you're lost, man, because this looks like a really good DLC. But I will say, one thing that I do love about the Capybara model is the color variations and so forth that they're using. The fur textures, and the fur shading and everything is just really well done with this Capybara. And that's kind of goes with all the different models that we're about to see here, that Frontier is going to be giving to us here in the 1.9 DLC. All of these models are just very well done, and it seems like every single DLC, the devs are getting better and better at their models and fur texturing and so forth like that. If we look at some of the base game animals that first were released back in 2019, and then we look at 2022, you could just tell the huge difference in quality in the modeling and texturing of the animals within the game. And you know, it'd be nice if they kind of go back and maybe redo some of those older animals and so forth that, you know, could really use maybe some better fur shading and maybe some remodel texturing or whatever the case is. But you know, in all reality, if Frontier did that, that would be probably the one last hurrah if they did. But other than that, I mean, we got to be happy with what we get, you know. So with that being said, yeah, I'm happy to see the Capybara. It's not, again, not my first choice. Now, of course, Jen did a great mod with the Capybara, and she really did. Unfortunately, you know, she'll be retiring that, because that's kind of the tradition with the modding community, to retire a mod if the animal comes in game. But you know, Jen, I love you. I really do. Your mods are great. Unfortunately, we do have to retire this one, it looks like. So another mod out there was the Red Crown Crane by Bongo Harwood, and nonetheless, that is one that I really enjoyed using as well. But Frontier did a really great job. Bongo Harwood's is pretty comparable. The only difference is really the bill, and he even said himself, if he could change anything, it would have been the bill. But you know, this definitely fits the bill, if I have to say, with the Red Crown Crane. And Frontier did a really great job. Now, a lot of people are complaining that it's on a flamingo rig, and you know, I don't care. I think it looks great regardless. I think it's going to move very well. The animations are going to be great, especially with the dancing animations for the mating ritual and so forth that they're talking about. I think all in all, just the fact that we have a bird, we should just be happy. I mean, a lot of us, like even myself, were expecting a avian or bird DLC of some sort, and we didn't get that. But the fact that Frontier still gave us a bird in this DLC, I'm happy. I think the last bird we got was maybe the African penguin, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. And if I am, I don't care. But yeah, nonetheless, this is definitely a very great addition to Planet Zoo, and I want to thank you, Frontier, for doing that. Moving along, this next one is probably my lowest thought of ever having on the game, is the wild water buffalo. And actually, I wouldn't say the lowest. The lowest would be that antelope one that we'll get to here in a little bit. But the water buffalo, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's not. It's really good. I mean, the calves are just absolutely cute and adorable as can be. But you know, again, it's not one that's high on my list, but I think the fur shading and everything, like I said before, that's really improved. And this is, you know, this is a good model to have within the game. And I'm, you know, it's not going to be the top ones that I will build right out the bat, but, you know, I will definitely say it's fully welcomed as an addition to Planet Zoo. Now this next one took me by surprise, and that's the Asian small-clawed otter. I mean, when I saw just a silhouette of it diving in the water during the trailer, yeah, I kind of flipped a little bit, like, oh, hey, we're getting another otter. And at first I'm like, oh, we're getting another otter. And you know, in all reality, it's like we really did need another type of otter. And some people would say, oh, it's a clone or whatever. I don't care. The Asian small-clawed otter, I mean, don't get me wrong, the giant, the Amazon giant otter was very well done, but the small-clawed otter totally blows it out of the water. I mean, look how adorable it is. The fur shading, again, is on par. The texturing is just very well done, and just look at it. It's just so cute. You can't go wrong with this little Asian small-clawed otter, and otters are just adorable to begin with. I can, whenever I go to the Omaha Zoo, I will just sit and watch those otters play for quite some time if need be. But this is also going to open up a lot of different otter mods for the modding community, and it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. I'm hoping maybe they'll get like a spotted neck otter, and I know we'll probably have the North American river otter will be redone. I'm sure we'll probably have maybe even the sea otters will get done, will get redone as well. I mean, who knows? I mean, the probability is pretty endless here with the modding community, and they're getting better day by day. The new mods that are coming out every single day is just ridiculously well done. So, moving along, I just really excited to see the small-clawed otter, especially since I'm doing the Omaha Zoo recreation. This one is going to definitely help me get this into the game and so forth. Now, I do believe there was a mod out there, and it was well done, but I mean, this is totally going to blow it out of the water. All right, next up, the most controversial animal within the community, and I mean, a lot of people were upset by this, but I will definitely say I am actually really excited for this one, and all I gotta say is the textures are just way over the top on this. I mean, I know there's a lot of fur brushing and fur textures with the other animals, but scaling, from my understanding, is a little bit more difficult to do with models. And Frontier just pulled it off like no other. I mean, first thing that draws my attention right off the bat is the pallets, the plates, the back plates there. Crocodilians have this really thick armored, it's kind of a bony calagens on their back, and this is very well done. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's just the shading and everything is just right on par. I'm not gonna lie. And the other thing that I really like what they did with this caiman is they made it look bony but with a fleshy texture, especially right around the skull area. If we look right along the slope of the snout and everything along the nasal cavity, they really got highlighted that indentation that's in the center of a crocodile nose, and really did a great job. The eyelets, crests, and everything, it's just perfect. I mean, it just really captures a crocodilian type vibe. And the other thing that really impressed me with this model was, of course, the pits along the which basically I guess some scientists call like a lip line, if you would. But snakes have them. All the crocodilians do, and they definitely captured it right along here, as you can see, along the gum line, right below the tooth line there. They got those nice little pits along the skull and everything. So that's really cool. And the other thing that really I want to say is the eyes. Well done, Frontier. I gotta say that the detail within this reptilian eye is absolutely perfect. I mean, you got the culinary, the iris. I mean, everything is just perfect, and even that shine on it. They got a little reflective shine to it. So I really like how that really turned out. And bravo, Frontier. I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me, but this is probably gonna be one of the first habitats I build is for this particular model, because it's just so well done. And then next up, as we all knew how I just flipped out with the platypus. And here it is. Very well done again. Again, the fur shading, the texturing, everything is just perfectly well done on this animal. I mean, honestly, I think they probably put it on a beaver rig. I hate to say it. But it'll be interesting to see the animations. I mean, obviously it likes to do tumbles and turns and stuff like that underwater. I think I'm looking forward to seeing it. That's for damn sure. But I mean, the beady little eyes on it is just so well done. I mean, I can't even express how happy I am to see a platypus in the game. And it was funny. Platypus is not even one of my favorite animals either. I mean, it's just one of those unique animals that when I saw it in the game, or in the trailer, I'm like, yes, this is just awesome. So I'm really excited to see this in game and to be able to get this out within some of our zoos, even though there's not a lot of zoos out there. But the collab project, I'm pretty sure we've already discussed. We're definitely going to have the platypus in our collab project, so that's definitely going to be a plus there. And then finally, the other one that blew me away, and I don't say this too often about the exhibit animals, even though I wish they had more love out there, and Frontier did just that. They gave a whole lot of love to their exhibit animal in this DLC, and that's the Danube Crested newt. And I tell you, they did a superb job, just like the Cayman. They got the shading and the speckles and everything just perfect. The translucent skin, it just definitely looks amphibian. And I mean, and of course that's what they were going for, because, well, it's after all a newt. So yeah, I mean, obviously I was really hoping for more lizards and stuff like that in the game, especially if we were going to go on a tropics pack. I was hoping we'd get like a panther chameleon or something like that. But you know what, I'm still happy with this. I mean, this, like, it's very well done. It really is. The sheen and everything, the shading, again, it's just on par. The markings are just beautiful on this thing. The coloration, everything. I mean, it is very, very well done. Now, a lot of people are speculating that this is going to be a fully aquatic exhibit. And, I think it could potentially be. I've seen a lot of plant textures and stuff like that in this picture that aren't really in a lot of the other exhibits, to my knowledge. I could be wrong, but so I'm thinking that it could very well be. The only thing that throws me off is this. Now, this could be a backdrop right here, or like a 3D backdrop, or maybe, just maybe, it's going to be kind of like the bullfrog, the American bullfrog, and the diamondback terrapin, where they have like a small island in the center of the exhibit, and then they'll allow the animal to climb up a little bit and so forth. That's a possibility. It's kind of crazy because actually the males typically don't leave the water at all. They spend pretty much their entire life underwater from birth on. So, but the females, however, apparently do like to climb out of the water, apparently. If I'm incorrect on that, then so be it. But that was my understanding from some of the stuff I read up about them. But yeah, I'm definitely really excited. I mean, I love the fire salamander. I'm really excited to see the crested newt. However, again, I really wish that Frontier would allow us to have different size exhibits, like a 2x4 or a 2x2, or even a 1x4, 1x2 type stuff, size, something on that lines. I don't know. But smaller exhibits would be really great, especially for this particular animal. A lot of the modding community is already chomping on the bit to create an axolotl rig or animal from this. However, even though there hasn't been a new species exhibit animal yet, it'd be really cool to see how it goes. And main reason being is because the exhibit animals don't get a lot of love to begin with, and let's face it, they get compensated by the downloads and endorsements and so forth through Nexus, and also donations through Ko-Fi. So yeah, this is still going to be a fun one to see, though. I am excited to see this one, regardless of the size of the exhibit that I'll be in. So, and then finally, our last animal is the lowest one that I would probably never have ever chosen as one of my picks for this type of pack, and that is the Nile, and I'm going to slaughter this name, but the Nile lechwe or lechwe. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, very well done on the model itself. I mean, for an animal, it's very well done. The fact that they did all the fur shading and everything, again, is just really well done. I will definitely say the horns on this animal, I'm impressed with the textures on the horn. So all in all, I think this would still be a good addition to the pack. It's a far left wing animal, or not left wing, but left field pick, as Old Country may have said. Same with like the wild buffalo. The wild water buffalo is a bit of a wild pick as well. So, but it's still welcome to the game. I mean, it's not going to be the first habitat I build, but it'll be one of them. I think like going through, I will probably just start off with the caiman, probably then the platypus, and then the otter, and move my way up through the animals. So, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all we have for show and tell, or for the animals, as you all have already seen a lot of these already for these type of videos. But one thing that I will point out that I don't think I've seen much was the new time scenario here that will be in the game, and basically it's, they say Planet Zoo or Frontier tweeted, said join us in the Pantano, Brazil, for the new time scenario in the upcoming Planet Zoo Wetlands Animal Pack. Sometimes animals can't go back to the wild. These rescues need your help to build them a comfortable sanctuary. Are you ready to help build them a forever home? And I think this is going to be a nice map and a nice addition to Planet Zoo for those that love time scenarios. I'm not one that is for time scenarios, but I'm more of a sandbox guy myself, so I kind of have strayed away from doing any of the campaigns, as well as the franchise mode, as well as the time scenarios. But for those that do those type of gaming styles, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is going to be well welcomed within the community. So that's pretty much all we got. Don't forget, Frontier is also going to be hosting a live stream from on April 12th. Here it is. They're going to be raising money for the SWCC and celebrating the Wetlands Animal Pack launch on April 12th. So that is definitely one that is going to be very well welcome. I'll probably try and pop my head in there. I do have a Twitch account, but I don't really use it, nor have I really been on it much. But this will be interesting to see kind of how that all works out and so forth. So I'll be, and it may just be where they're just going to go ahead and just put a camera, or have us watch some capybaras for a while. I don't know, but which is really odd, because there's saying it's a Cappy Cam charity stream, but yet they're showing us a little baby hedgehog right there. Have you noticed that at all? I don't think anyone talked about that. Is that of things to come? Guess we'll find out down the road now, won't he? But anyways, yeah, so in the next week or so, I will try and get out those videos that I've been promising so much for, such as the Omaha Zoo, Reptile Gardens, Ray Ray's Wild Safari, JT's Gamer Jungle Adventure. So yeah, we got a lot of other things. The collab project is not going to be released by April 12th like we originally wanted to. We had a small delay in that, which, you know, that's a topic for a different video at a different time. So, but yeah, moving along. Things are still in the works, and things are moving along. And I do apologize for not getting those videos out, but I will be getting those out here as soon as possible. So until next time, if you haven't subscribed, do so now, as well as like this video, so then that way it encourages me to make more. And don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what your favorite animal in the pack is. I would really like to see your input and so forth, and kind of go from there. And as always, till next time, build, play, and enjoy. This is Jayrassic signing out.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like button and leave a comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. That way you keep up to date with all the content that I release on a weekly basis. You can also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Discord, as well as Facebook. Till next time, build, play, and enjoy.